I think a lot about this Mohamed Bouazizi, who was the Tunisian who immolated himself, because he was in an income category that's very interesting to me as a development economist. No longer poor. He was clearly not poor. It is said that he sometimes gave away some of his fruit or vegetables to poor people in the town where he lived. But he was certainly not middle class. He had not finished high school. He wanted to buy a truck. He had the aspirations of a middle-class person, to climb up. But he was in this insecure, kind of struggling group. Now, what happens to him is that he is abused, in effect, he is harassed by the police. And that's what triggered his reaction and the tragedy that he immolates himself. So there's something about equality of access to, the courts, to police protection, to dignity in your community life, to participation, some of the things that Amartya Sen talked about years ago, that's at the heart of the challenge, and that is more closely connected to questions about ethics and global ethics for me than saying, well, we need to abolish absolute poverty. I mean, I think it would be great if we could abolish absolute poverty. But as soon as we get close, I'm quite sure that as a development community and the international community, we will raise the bar for what is absolute poverty. Because at some point, poverty is also about your relative standing and your ability. I think it was Adam Smith or somebody who said, if you don't have the right hat to wear because you can't afford it, and that undermines your sense of self or your ability to participate in your community, then in some sense you're poor. So it's a little bit more about human dignity than absolute income.